While PASS is an SSI work incentive, it might be an option for someone receiving SSDI only. This is a possibility if the person meets all of the other SSI criteria. First, they must meet the definition of disability, which we know they do because they receive SSDI benefits, so that one's already covered. Secondly, they must have resources under the $2,000 resource limit, or $3,000 for a married couple. This is something you're going to need to explore with the prospective business owner. And you might ask too, if they have resources over those limits, they might be willing to use those resources for their business startup, in which case they could be contributed to a PASS. And lastly, to be eligible for SSI, you must be under the income limit, which right now, for people who are receiving SSDI only, they don't meet this criteria. They're receiving too much in SSDI to be eligible for SSI. But let's see how this will play out. Let's say Fred is drawing a $920 SSDI cash benefit. Without a PASS, the SSI program would count all but $20 of this as his countable unearned income. Since $900 is more than the maximum SSI cash benefit amount of $794, Fred would not be eligible for SSI, even if he met all the other SSI eligibility criteria. But if Fred wanted to utilize PASS, he could submit a PASS application, and if the PASS is approved and that $900 of countable unearned income is contributed to the PASS account, it is no longer counted. Since he now has zero countable earned income, he is eligible for the full $794 in SSI. Amazing, huh? Fred will now receive two payments, $920 in SSDI and $794 in SSI for a total of $1,714 a month. But remember, he has to set aside $900 in his PASS to use for the items and services approved in the plan. So that leaves him $814 a month to live on, about $106 less than he had before. Plus, he would be eligible for Medicaid, which is a huge benefit in and of itself, and it might help him recoup that $106 by covering additional medical expenses. So for Fred, this is a wonderful resource. It provides $900 a month, which is $10,800 a year, or $32,400 over 3 years. But remember that someone applying for PASS must meet all the other SSI criteria, including meeting the disability criteria and being under the $2,000 resource limit. Also, the numbers must work for the person, since using PASS may result in a reduction in personal income. For people with larger SSDI checks and/or people who are married, the numbers may not work. I call these red flags, and you'll learn more about this later in the lesson.